Good afternoon, everyone. I am Promise, your chief host for Ugandan TV Switzerland, broadcast by Tell Africans here in Bern City. Together is Mr.
Emmanuel Lecras from Tell Africans.
Today, our topic is about a situation at the international airport in Entebbe. One of our brothers, a Ugandan brother, had a situation whereby the people who work at the airport actually cut his luggage and stole from him things worth of about $1,000. As the way he narrates the story, it looks like the workers, the cargo handlers at the airport, cut the luggage, the suitcase, and steal out pairs of shoes and watches and tablets. And he brought this to our desk, and we want to know what really happened and who's responsible. We would like to know, to hear your views as our viewers, and we see the way forward.
Okay, so what you just said now is that there was an incident at this airport, the Entebbe International Airport.
Yeah, it's the international airport, the only airport we have in the country.
Uganda.
Yes,
so you have just one airport in Uganda.
Yes, we have.
How big is this airport?
How big?
Yeah, if you want to say, maybe you want to compare it to use like buildings, say one building in 12 buildings, for example, the width.
I can use like the Bahnhof.
Okay.
The Bern Bahnhof.
Ben Bahnhof. Okay. Yeah. So it's about 500, about
Yeah, it's that.
700 square meters, something like this.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not too big, huh?
No, it's not.
It's not too big.
Yeah.
How many airplanes do you find there? Maybe how many planes do land? Do you have
like
20, 10 or something like this?
They can be maybe like 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's relatively big.
At the same time, they can fit there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's not too small. Yeah. For a country.
Yeah.
And then and we know that Uganda is 38 million people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so
we receive a lot of tourists through the same airport.
Yeah. Okay.
And the question is, according to the viewers, the most asked question is if our handlers are capable of doing this to
the job.
A Ugandan.
Yeah.
No, to steal from a Ugandan.
Yeah, okay.
What happens to those people, to foreigners who come without knowing, without having any knowledge about what's happening?
No, I want let us come because this is an incident, and you know, if you take this to the authorities, there are steps and processes they will take to find out exactly what happened and why it happened, and to find out solutions to avoid such things for safety reasons. But then I want to ask you, how this guy, where was he coming from?
First, he was going to Dubai in December on the, I think it was around...
I mean, he came into this airport. Yes. Where was he coming from?
He was coming from abroad.
Where
he travels.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes right now he's in the USA.
No, we need to know where, in this case.
In this case, he was traveling from Dubai. We need to know where he was coming from.
He was traveling from Dubai to Uganda.
Yes.
And then this incident took place.
He was traveling to Dubai, not from Dubai, yes.
So, you mean he didn't get these materials in Dubai, or that's the meaning of what you're saying? Yes,
he had his things in his luggage as he was traveling.
Checked in,
yes,
and was going to Dubai.
Yes, for
holidays.
And
then he got to Dubai and saw that his bag was
cut. And then on the next incident, because it has happened to him twice, on the next the next incident.
Wait, for the first one, what did he do?
The first incident. Back.
He went back to Uganda to complain
to the airport.
The first incident, the same flight, or a few days,
the first incident, he was coming to Uganda.
Okay, from where?
From, I think he was in the UK.
Okay.
He came back. He had a present for his kids. Presents. So when he reached somewhere along the way to Kampala, to the capital, he found out that the presents were missing in the bag. So he went back to the airport to complain, and they told him, "We are sorry, you had already left the airport, so we don't have anything to do about it."
That is true. That is true. He left the airport, so there is no guarantee that he has not tampered with the materials.
But if I present my suitcase and it's cut, it has a damage on, of which it didn't have.
The first time was the bag damaged?
Yes.
Okay.
Both times.
But the bag cannot be damaged and he's taking it from the airport, because he should already see the bag in the airport that this bag is damaged before it's going out of the airport.
Sometimes when you are in a rush to leave, or
when your bag is cut, you should
depends
know it.
on the cut. How big is the cut?
Okay, this is true.
Yeah, it depends on how big is the
and
cut.
how the
where
of the bag.
They cut.
That is true.
Yeah, when the bag has a base and it has
possible.
a size,
that is possible.
someone can easily cut.
In that case, what happened when he reported? They told him you left the airport. This is clear. Okay.
Yes.
And tell me about the second case.
In the second time, he hasn't gone back yet home, but he found out that his 2 pairs of shoes were missing, worth of $300, both of them. His watch, worth of $300.
What is his occupation, this man?
He's a businessman.
What kind of business? Is he a salesman for a company, or is he like an IT consultant?
I can't know, but one thing I know, he's a businessman. He's a property agent.
But then, let me ask you, this guy, is he always traveling?
Yes. He's always traveling.
And carrying all the time expensive things all around.
Well, if you have your expensive shoes, will you leave them in the house and go barefoot?
That is also a question. But then, is he the only one this thing is happening to?
No. He told me other 3 of his friends, the same thing has happened to them.
But is there a place you can go and see who and how these incidents have taken place and how the statistics of these incidents? Is it common in Uganda? Is it common that you lost things at the airport?
At the airport, this is very common, yes. And I am hoping more people will talk about this when this video is out. I'm sure they will talk about this because I think it has happened to very many different people.
Yes. And the results?
The result is nothing. There is no way you can complain, because first of all, the person who's working on you doesn't have a name. When you go back to complain, you can't say so and so was the one.
Are there no cameras there?
Even if they are there, I don't think that the authorities are doing their work very well. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think the security is poor at the airport?
Well, I can't say that, but if something like that happens more than twice, that means the person who's responsible, the company, I think they have to check their employees. You have to check the stability of your employees. If you have more than 3 complaints from customers, you're supposed to check your employees, you know?
That's true, that's true. But in this case now, this happened, you said it happened on the 12th of December?
Yeah.
And he complained, when did he complain?
No, this is the second time.
Yeah, the second time, because the first time we can rule that out because he left with the luggage into the city.
Yeah, he hasn't come back. But the first time is when he reported. He went back to the airport and reported.
But then this was cancelled because he already left. Yeah. But the second time, when did he report?
I think he hasn't reported because he's not yet back in the country. He's still out of the country.
Okay.
But when he reached in Dubai, I think in Dubai, yes, he found out that his
things are missing.
Yes.
Are there no telephone numbers you can call at the airport to tell them that such an incident took place?
There are numbers, there are desks, but when people are not helped, because he told me, he wrote to me, he told me, I complained about this, I even went back, but nothing was done. The only thing they told him, we are sorry. You have been out of the airport and we can't help you. But this incident cannot happen more than 2 times. You know?
Another question is, why is this stealing? Yeah, why is this guy connected with some other friends that also have been stolen from? Are they the richest people in this area?
No, they travel. They're travelers. They're business people.
Okay.
Of course, if you're a businessman, your friends are supposed to be businessmen. You can't be a businessman and then you're close friends with maybe a nurse or a doctor. Yeah. Doctors are friends with doctors most of the time, you know?
Yeah, I believe you. I believe this.
Yeah.
That's true. So now we are at the Uganda TV, Switzerland.
Yeah.
Broadcast by Tell Africans.
Yes.
This is one of the things we Africans face. I think that we should buckle up. Whatever you are listening and watching us on this video, if you're an African, let us be good. If you are doing your job, be professional and do your job. And you know, if you do your job well, your boss will promote you so you don't have to steal. But anyway, things like this happen. People are still young in the brain. We hope that
and most of the time I think people are not considerate, because if you are the person who's trying to steal from a guest or whoever has put his luggage in your hands, I think you should put yourself in his shoes first. Maybe he has bought something very special to a special person. On reaching home, you find that something is not there.
I understand that. An angry man is an hungry man anyway. You know, people are angry, people are hungry. So the thing is this, the thing is coming from the top. Why I say it to talk to Africans is that we, all Africans, government and other organizations and institutions, we should try to see how we can help each other. Yeah. Because if I'm hungry and I'm angry, you know, then you know there are some things I can do and regret it after. Yeah. So let us not create avenue for us to do things like this and regret it after. Let the elders and the senior people that have money assist people, train them to be professionals, and then I think from there we can move on this train.
Yes, and to our viewers, let us know what you think about this topic. Let us know if you have encountered the same situation. Let us know if you know who's responsible, and try to make this video viral so that whoever is responsible can find it and see what's really happening. Maybe he doesn't even know. Most of the time, bosses don't really know what's going on down there because they leave everything to the managers and everything, and when you go to complain to the manager, he will just say sorry to you. So maybe the bosses don't know because it's a big company handling all the cargos at the airport. So maybe they don't know, and they think people are comfortable when actually people are not comfortable. So
is it possible to speak with this Ugandan man? Is it possible to speak with him, this brother?
Yeah, it would be very possible.
Or do we promise them to call him on the next, to talk to him live on the next program that we have?
Yes,
Uganda TV?
We can talk to him live on the phone, on the video, and he can narrate the story himself.
By himself, so we can ask him any question that we have. And then, so that if you have questions, we are going to speak with him on video next time. So if you have questions, drop it on the comment box below, and then we can go from there and take some of these questions and ask him on in 4 days when we speak with him. Yes. So it's like this. Thank you very much for this elaborate explanation, and for this. We are sorry for this incident. If this might have happened to you, sorry.
I really apologize. And it's not a convenient situation.
Yeah, it's not convenient. Genau. Because if I lose my thing also, you know, I'm a Nigerian. You know, but you know how they be.
It's bad.
In Nigeria, Nigeria, not the loss like that.
Really?
Not the loss.
If it happens, what do? You
report to the police and they take it seriously.
Really?
Yeah, they take it seriously. Yeah,
wow.
They take it seriously.
That's nice.
Yeah, tell Nigerians, it's like this. You don't steal. At the airport, we don't lose things. You can, in a way, you can help a brother. You understand? You can say, hey, my friend, you know, take this, buy mineral water, take this, buy cola. As a brother, they don't steal.
In the airport.
Yeah, you look them and say, okay.
Well, it's unfortunate.
You know. But if things like this can happen anywhere, also in America, everywhere around the world, things like this happen from time to time. Depending on the people, the situation, the place, and the time. Things like this can happen, but we don't encourage it as Africans, because in Europe, your team can never lose. No. In Europe, your team not go lost.
Behavior.
If you are going from, if you forget your material, your property, they call you.
If it's misplaced,
they call you. Yes, they post it to you.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to pay for is the post. Maybe sometimes, you know. So it's like this. Like in Switzerland, it's like this. So
we really condemn this behavior, and to whom it may concern, please. People are not comfortable in their own country like that. We get a bad image if guests, maybe tourists come and encounter this kind of situation. It's really not a good picture you're portraying outside the country. Thank you so much for watching us. Catch us next week as we bring you our brother who is a victim of this. And if you are a victim too, also write to us and tell us about your situation.
Send us your number, we can call you.
Yes,
too.
Send us your number, we can call you direct, so you can talk yourself live on the show.
Thank you very much. It's Tell Africans, Switzerland.
Yes, it's Promise, your chief host for Ugandan TV Switzerland.
Africa world, here I come, sing it everybody. Africa world, here I come, sing it everybody. Africa world, here I come, oh repeat it again now. Africa world, here I come. See, come me say Africans are liberate South Africa. Africans are liberate Liberia, Ethiopia, Senegal, and Zimbabwe, Kenya, the place called Somalia.